Welcome back. Lose weight without AI calorie trackers or counting everything. Now, if you're used to counting calories and you know how challenging it is, how much focus it takes, concentration, you're looking at some of these AI trackers because they seem like they're easier. That could be an option for you. However, they're usually not as accurate as you might think. So in this video, I'm going to share some simple habit-based strategies that help you build lasting weight loss without obsessing over numbers. Saw this online, inspired to post, see if you can relate to it. I'm a dad of two kids under 2 years old trying to get back into calorie counting. I lost 40 pounds with it in the past, and it was the best I ever felt, but life is a lot busier now. I was super meticulous and I wrote down everything I ate on paper with pen, which worked great, but took a lot of time and mental energy. With my return to work coming and two babies at home, I'm not sure I can keep up with that level of detailed tracking anymore. Are AI counters actually worth it or accurate? Which app is better for someone who wants solid calorie tracking but doesn't have time to log every ingredient manually? Click like if that's stuff you can relate to. If it's your first time here, my name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance. I help business owners lose weight and feel their best without crash diets or guilt. If you are tired of counting calories, you can take the Live Line scorecard. It's a free 3-minute quiz, and it will suggest what next steps you need to take based on your answers. So check that out in the link below. All right. So when this person's talking about counting calories and their experience with it, they lost 40 pounds. Everything was great until they stopped counting calories like that. And that's something I always point out when it comes to these weight loss changes and lifestyle switches that we have. It got great results while you did them, but was it sustainable? And it sounds like it's not sustainable. Now, granted, you don't have to do everything forever or anything forever, really. However, if something is really challenging for you and it only lasts as long as you keep up that hard work thing, is it just a seasonal thing or is it a way of life? Because if you don't have it set up correctly, you're going to be looking for more new approaches to things that you might not even need. And if you would just set up your plan correctly in a way that's sustainable and suits your life. And that's the big question I have on the channel. I ask in almost every video: what does a healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams look like? Is it about taking out your phone for every meal and snack that you have and looking up the measurements of different things and being all dialed in with exactly how many numbers of calories you've had and how much exercise you did? Like, it's boring to even talk about. So that's not the healthy, fulfilling life of my dreams. And like, sometimes you can do it to get a result if you really need it in that way. But like, when I work one-on-one with clients, we don't track calories for long periods of time, maybe like 3 or 5 days to get a baseline, see some of the biggest impacts that are in our foods, but counting calories is lame. So another thing with this, when it comes to these AI calorie trackers, the kinds of estimations you're struggling or suggesting here are too loose to be valuable. A lot of times when you're punching these numbers in, or you take a picture of on one of these AI apps, they can't really estimate portion sizes or mixed ingredients. And that came out in a study on one of the AI tracker apps, HeyPeony.com, I think, the best AI calorie counter apps 2025. And it's by registered dietitians testing 7 popular AI powered calorie counting apps. And this is a list of some of their key takeaways: over 100 real meals over 3 months. They actually range from 50 to 82%, which is a B. And then AI excels at simple foods with 87% accuracy, but struggles with mixed meals. So unless you're just eating like a can of peas, you can just read the ingredient label in the first place. But the mixed meals where you have different ingredients in there, it's hard for it to identify all that. And it's also hard for you to identify that if you're talking about tracking it for your own calories and like entering everything manually into MyFitnessPal. And then you have like the approaches that cause you to weigh your food. And I feel like that's excessive for most people. Like, if you have some serious competitions coming up with bodybuilding or performance based stuff, or if you are really struggling and your dietitian recommends weighing all your food and counting all your calories like that, then go for it. However, most people would just benefit from simple changes: increasing their fiber intake, getting more active, drinking more water, being more mindful of what they eat, and they don't need any of this. Now, I would say that these AI calorie trackers give you the kind of flexibility with the looseness and the estimations of calorie tracking. That way you don't have to be so meticulous about it in the first place. But beyond that, you don't even have to count your calories to lose weight. Just shift how you eat in a way that's healthy and sustainable. And a lot of that comes down to knowing what to eat, how you're eating, your awareness, how you are managing your emotions, understanding your environment, and the systems that you set up for success, or how your environment could be holding you back if you're not paying attention to it as well, and how it could be affecting your decisions. So, this is more important to me, in my opinion, and in my philosophy, in the live aligned method, than counting calories. Now, it does get, it's not popular to say this online, but you don't have to track calories to lose weight. I talk about it a lot, and it's like the least popular thing I could say, but you don't have to track calories to lose weight. You don't have to know what calories are to lose weight. You don't have to use math to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight. And that's just facts. That's just what it is. And I know it's unpopular. I know it does help some people, but you don't have to rely on it exclusively. It's not the key to weight loss. Sustainable, healthy eating is in most cases. Also, having a system to eat fewer high calorie foods. When you're talking about fried foods, high sugar foods, high fat foods, those are quick ways to pack on extra calories that you may not consider. So pay attention to those. And then increasing your fiber intake so you eat foods with less calorie density. I just talked about that in the video I recorded a moment ago, where there are no calories in fiber or water. So if you eat foods that are high in fiber and water, it's going to have a lot of volume and not a lot of calories for that amount of food. So that is something to keep in mind here. And then when it comes to being super busy, right, whether you're a business owner or you have 2 kids under 2 years old and you're about to go back to work, tracking your calories is only part of it. Knowing what you're going to eat that fits within the healthy plan for your life is the bigger part here. So meal preparation, planning your meals, knowing what's healthy at different restaurants, knowing where you're going to eat so you can make healthy choices there, having healthy snacks so you can manage your hunger and you don't get too hungry and then go get, I don't know, fried chicken tenders. Or I just got some, what was that? Popcorn chicken last minute because I was working so hard on this product launch today. But like the meal prep makes a huge difference for sustainable weight loss. And I would say that's even more important than an AI calorie tracker or any tracking app. So just some things to think about, adding context with these AI calorie trackers, and then how you can lose weight without using them or counting everything so specifically, because it's exhausting. It takes so much time. It's boring. It's like hard to do. It's hard to maintain. And then if you have other things going on in your life, you're not going to keep up with it. And then you're going to feel bad about yourself, like something's wrong with you. So don't do all of that. Like just focus on healthy eating in a sustainable way that supports your life, especially with the meal prep. If you want help with that, I got the free snack pack link below. It's got a grocery list and recipes, 5 recipes for you to try. That makes it really easy when your grocery list is done for you. Talk about time saving. So that's today's message. You don't need all these trackers and all this calorie counting stuff. You just need a plan that works for you. Next, you can watch Will You Have to Count Calories Forever to Lose Weight? Talked about this before. I'll put that video right here. That's today's message. As always, keep practicing. Peace.